Welcome back, all my chicken people. Welcome to 5 Acre Farms. I'm Luke. I got my gas buddy over here. This thing runs out of gas so fast.
Well, you hot rod it around all the time.
It's got like a 3-gallon gas tank. And I like to take you on hot drives into the sunset.
Long strolls.
Strolls on our dirt road.
On our sunflower field.
Anyway, the question of the day is, if you got too many eggs, how... I'm rolling away. If you got too many eggs, how do you get rid of them? Obviously, you can sell a couple here, a couple there, but we all know chicken math is real, and next thing you know, you have 100 chickens, and you're getting 100 eggs a day, or 90 eggs a day, and you just can't offload them fast enough. You just got piles and piles of 1 dozen egg cartons sitting on your counter inside, and you need to figure out what to do with. So, I think I have a solution for you guys.
Oh, I overfilled it.
You got one job.
Yep. I did it good.
To make a mess. To put 5 gallons in a 3-gallon tank. That's alright. So let's go drive around, collect eggs, and then we'll go sort eggs, and then tomorrow I gotta make my wholesale egg delivery. So we'll fill you all in on it. We're taking a quick pit stop
At the Moo Moos.
A couple of you people wanted to see cow updates, so
Hi girls.
let's go up here to the top of the hill, because my parking brakes don't work, and I'm just going to roll all the way back down to the bottom of the hill. Autumn!
Come on! Look at how big Sweetie is. She's huge.
Sweetie is getting...
Oh look, she's definitely full of milk.
Yeah.
She's gonna have a calf pretty soon. Sweetie, you gonna have a calf? Maybe this weekend? Come on.
Her udders are getting big.
It wasn't like that yesterday. I mean, she had some milk, but not like that. Like, she's full.
Hopefully June will start bagging up here before too long. Not quite sure if Lucy is a month or 2 behind, if she's even bred. But here's the ladies for you.
Reba! You're
Good
the
job,
troublemaker.
Reba. Good job, Reebs. Good job. I don't got no treats for you. Yeah, I know. You're probably not very happy. Mom will bring you some here in a second. Hey, one on the hot wire. There's
Don't you worry, I'm coming for you.
Jane and Marley and Miss May back there, and Tuffy.
And the treat hog.
Yeah.
Always. Huh, Reba?
You eat them as fast as you can shove them down the throat.
All the treats. Slow down, slow down. Ow! You bit me.
What's up, Miss Autumn?
Hi, Miss Jane.
Miss Autumn? Autumn is Sweetie's calf from last year.
Marley. Reba.
But we thought we'd give you guys a quick update.
Reba hasn't changed.
Do what?
Reba hasn't changed.
No, Reba's still the same, but we thought we'd give you guys a quick update on the cows. Oh yeah, there's Annabelle. Never forget Annabelle.
Annabelle's the outcast around
She
here.
is kind of the outcast, but
Reba.
she's gonna have some
Reba.
big horns. They're already getting pretty wide. So anyway, let's go finish feeding these guys, and then we'll go over to the Eggmobile
Stop.
and collect our large to extra large brown eggs. The hens are coming. You can kind of see the Eggmobile back there in the background. So this is the original paddock that we moved the 300 free hens into. I'm down to about 100 to 120 of them now. I've sold a lot of them off, but we moved them into a different paddock after about 2 months in here. I spent another 2 months over in another paddock, and then because of their manure and the fact that we've got plenty of rain, this has regrown 6 foot tall. So they'll probably be in here until winter, because this grass is, granted, I came in here and had to brush hog a trail to get to the Eggmobile, but you're talking grass. This whole paddock is waist high grass. So ain't that right, ladies? If I didn't mow you a path, you'd be in a dang jungle. You'd get lost. The Millennium Sparrow, you can kind of barely see it over there. They don't hardly use it. The only reason I put it out here was for shade. And they can just hide anywhere in this grass. I know, ladies, I see you. Alright. I need to fill your guys' feeders tonight. Still got a couple laying underneath. A couple of you guys, when I talked about the hen gear nest box, and I was saying that some of the hens were laying eggs underneath, when we had them over in this pasture over here, paddock over here, the Eggmobile was pretty much their only source of shade, because I'd left the sparrow here. So a lot of you guys were saying to fence off or put a skirting around the bottom of this so they don't lay under there. Well, it's 100 degrees out here during the day, so if I kept them from getting into their shady area, which is underneath the Eggmobile, then they would just turn into fried chicken. And we don't need fried chicken.
I mean, I do like fried chicken.
Yeah, we do like fried chicken, but not by choice. So, the hen gear nest box
Is the champion.
is awesome. Clean eggs. All these are going to my wholesale buyer. He likes them clean. I think he does end up washing them through his egg washing machine. But with these being as clean as they are, you could get away with selling them to as unwashed eggs wholesale. It kind of depends on the buyer, really. But hen gear nest box, they like our content, they like what we're doing, and several of you guys have bought boxes
Thank you.
using our code, which we appreciate, because we do get a little bit of kickback from that. And Hen Gear just emailed me yesterday saying that they're going to bump our discount up an extra $5. So with our code, 5 Acre Farm
15.
5 Acre Farm
15.
15. 5 Acre Farm 15. I'll put it on the screen here and in the description, as well as a link to their website. But 5 Acre Farm 15 will get you $20 off your order. It used to be 15%, but now it's 20%. So
20% or $20?
$20. Sorry, $20, not 20%. But definitely worth the money. I'm behind the ball. I really need to order several of those. But yeah, I'll show you the beautiful egg basket full of clean eggs. So, but you can see up here how tall this vegetation is. This is already starting to regrow back over here. A couple more rains and it'll shoot up. But yeah, this is a jungle out here that they'll probably be in for the rest of the year. So let's go collect some more eggs. Now we're going into what we call our grow-out pen. Currently this is where all of our breeders are. Since we're redoing our breeder pens, we do have some guineas growing out in here. But this is a 50 by 150 pen that we have divided in half. I had the back half closed off for a couple months and I ran the sprinkler in there so the weeds grow up really tall. That way they had more shade and then plenty of greens to eat. So this lavender Americana has been going broody on me because we have the old-fashioned nesting box here, which we really dislike now that we have a hen gear, because even with straw, they kick out all the straw, they still break eggs because they get on them, and then they have dirty eggs. It is what it is. It's a free nesting box, so, but I'm ready to be done with this nesting box and replace this one with a hen gear box. But a lot of people ask about this netting whenever they see it in a video. This is a 2-inch heavy knotted netting. You can buy it at Stromberg's or a company called T3 Netting. But this way we don't have to close these birds up at night. We have metal all the way around the bottom of this pen, buried 8 inches deep. We have a hydrant in here, so you have water full time. And yeah, well, you never have to close chickens up in here. It's kind of like a little biodome, one might say. We got little A-frames for roosting and shade and canopies and a jungle back there and another A-frame back in there. A secondary water setup back there. This was my original egg mobile. A little old mobile camper trailer with roost bars on the inside. I think I threw that together in a matter of an hour.
Some free paneling from the inside of our house.
Yeah, some paneling, house paneling that's not waterproof. And then a free nesting box with a ramp on it. That's the broody hen. I don't like her. I'm ready to get my breeder pens done so she can go back into her pen. Alright. But this is all of our main egg laying flocks. All of our breeders. We have all of our sex links in here too, which are our barred rocks and our Delawares. And so since we're not hatching right now, then we're not collecting hatching eggs, so all those go to eating. But let's go inside and have ourselves a little sit down and sort some eggs. I guess we do have a nesting box in the big barn, and there are a couple hens, like a couple of these old Australorps and sex links floating around. These are our original ladies, original Australorps. They're about 6 years old. There's a Delaware over there. None of these pullets that I grew out to hatch this year are laying yet, but there's still a handful of hens in here that do lay. So collect those eggs and Then we'll go inside. Welcome to my egg sorting station, which is right next to our front door. So whenever UPS comes, they can drop off a package and grab a dozen eggs. No, we usually have this set up in the garage, but since the temperatures are over 90 degrees every day, we decided to move it into the house. So it's controlled temperature in here. That way, if any of the eggs are fertilized, they don't start developing. So my wholesale buyer wants them in the flats. Because he'll pull them out and probably run them through his washer. So we have 1 dozen egg cartons is what we sell to our customers in, and we just buy heavy duty egg cartons. They come from a bee supply company, and we buy them 250 at a time. So we have good luck with a lot of our customers that give them back to us, and so we can reuse them. With these being heavy duty, we can do that. They're not the cheap plastic ones we used to use. This was, I guess, probably one from the grocery store, but that's
one of ours.
We still have a bunch of these. Now we use these clear ones for selling hatching eggs at auctions. So it's good that people at auctions can see the color of the egg. That way, if I'm selling olive eggers or Americanas or French black copper Morans, they don't have to open the carton. Because when you're selling hatching eggs at an auction, I line them all up on a table or on a cage. And if people had to pick up a carton like this, if I list it as French black copper Morans, which is a chocolate colored egg, I'll just show you here. People want colored egg layers. And if I'm selling a dark chocolate egg like this, and I have it in a box or a carton like this, every person that wants to make sure these are French black copper Moran eggs, because I'm going to have them labeled, is going to pick up the carton, open them, look at them, and whatever. If you have them in a clear egg carton, then people don't have to open the carton to see inside the carton to know that it's what it's supposed to be. That way they don't have to touch it. Because if somebody drops your carton at an auction before it sells, then you don't make any money. You're kind of screwed. So we save the clear ones for the auctions for hatching eggs. That's not what you ship hatching eggs in. That's a completely different process. We don't ship hatching eggs right now. We will in the spring. But we use the good cardboard cartons, and we charge our customers $4 a dozen, with or without them giving us cartons back. We kind of we ask them to return them if they got them, but we probably sell how many 25 or 30 dozen eggs a week to our customers, and we probably get back 20 dozen, 2/3 or more of the cartons back. And so I think it's worth the investment. When I bought 500 of them at a time, or 250 at a time, I think it came out to being like 30 or 40 cents a piece, and I think that's a pretty good bargain. And then we just bought had a stamp made with our logo on it, and we have a little setup in the garage where we can stamp cartons. Caitlin can hand them to me, I can stamp them, and we can do 100 of them in a few minutes. So, but anyway, we're talking about wholesale eggs, and my wholesale buyer likes my red hen eggs. So he likes the big brown ones, large to extra large. That's what his customers are used to. And so he gets all my red hen eggs. Obviously my customers come first, and then my wholesale buyer gets everything that my customers don't take. Because I sell wholesale at $3 a dozen in flats. So really I'm only making 50 cents less or 60 cents less a dozen. But he's taking whatever I have, however many I have. And I deliver them. So, I mean, I'm making a little bit less, but I have more eggs here than what I can sell to my customers. So if I didn't have him, then I would probably offload a lot more red hens. So, but there's been several weeks where he doesn't want eggs or doesn't need my eggs, and then we'll go set up at Tractor Supply on Saturday morning, make a couple posts on Facebook, and we've sold 100 dozen eggs sitting in front of Tractor Supply before. The dogs know we're in here dealing with eggs, and they love eggs, so you might hear them moaning and groaning. But we're going to go ahead and sort all these, get them in flats, and then tomorrow I'm going to take a trip over to his place, get him set up. But how do you find, the question of the hour, how do you find wholesale egg buyers? And so you really need to find somebody that can take 15 dozen or more. That's what I consider like a wholesale person. Before I give price breaks, they got to be able to buy what's called a case. And so when you buy a case of eggs, it has 10 dozen eggs in a case. So that's
15 dozen.
15 dozen, sorry. So I need to buy some more case boxes. I'm out right now, but a box will hold 15 dozen of these flat style, of these cardboard flats. And my main guy is somebody that goes to, he already sells product at a large farmer's market. So that's somebody you need to look for, is somebody that already sells at a farmer's market. Maybe they already sell eggs, and in the summer months they have a demand for more eggs because more people are coming to the farmer's market. So if you can find somebody that could use your 15, 20, 30 dozen a week that you have extra, that they can sell at the farmer's market for $4, $5, $6, $7 a dozen. We don't live by the city. The big farmer's market he goes to is in the big city. I don't know what he sells them for. I think he sells them for $4 or $5 a dozen. And so he makes $2 a dozen off the deal, and I deliver. But he puts them in his own custom cartons. So, but another way, if you can't find somebody that does farmer's market style, there's a lot of other options. It might be worth your time, if you're going to sell this many eggs, to be USDA certified, which with our state is a simple form you got to fill out, that all it asks for is the size. So you have to grade the eggs and the size. So ours are, we have the paperwork, it's $20 a year or something like that, $28 a year, and they give you you have to buy a big roll of stamps, and that will be able to sell USDA or sell to restaurants. And so that makes you another avenue for selling wholesale, which into restaurants. So restaurants aren't going to mess with you. Restaurants that use a lot of eggs aren't going to mess with you if you have 3 dozen eggs to sell a week. They're buying 30, 40 dozen, 50 dozen a week, maybe even 100 dozen a week. It all depends on the restaurant. And they may want somebody consistent. I wouldn't go to a chain restaurant because that's all has to go through corporate. You need to go to mom and pop restaurants, locally owned restaurants, people that order through Cisco or a food dealer, or buy their groceries at Dillon's or Costco or Sam's, not get shipped in on a truck specifically for that restaurant. If you have your USDA cards, they are more likely to buy from you, and you can still sell it to them for $3 a dozen, which might be a little more expensive than what they're buying. They're buying refrigerated white eggs, and they probably come down They probably get them for close to $2 a dozen when they buy them in bulk. But if you're offering a better product, quality product, they may be able to work with you there. So just a way to offload some eggs. Find your local restaurants. Another place we've sold them to is group homes. There's several group homes or nursing homes that will buy large quantities and go from there. So try to sell as many as you can in bulk. But anyway, I'm going to deliver these tomorrow. There's not really much any for me to film there. So we're just going to get to sorting. Hope this information is valuable to you guys. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments below. Go check out Hen Gear Nest Box. 5 Acre Farm 15 will get you a discount. And you know the deal. We love you guys. Don't haggle with your egg supplier. Be your egg supplier. And buy your chicks locally. See you on the next one.